Good morning, happy hike-a-thon day 9. And the start of a new reading vlog. So in case you missed it, I will link the other days as well as the playlist up in the cards for you. Continuing on with my nature adventure themed readathon. It is Tuesday morning and Ledge and I are on a hike at another new trail, and I am currently listening to The Lake House by Sarah Beth Durst on audio, which is perfect because this trail has like a lot of water, wetland, lagoon area by it. I'm enjoying it so far. It's like a camping survival themed read. So we're gonna go continue our hike and then I'll talk to you guys when we get back to the house. It is 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Ledge and I had a nice little walk this morning. We did our longest hike yet, 3.4 miles. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes, so it was the longest distance and the longest amount of time. I wasn't planning on doing that today, but I forgot how long this trail was and that I hadn't actually ever finished the trail, which I still haven't done. We are very exhausted. It was really funny because last night Ledge was sleeping next to me and he has been acting just ready to go for hike-a-thon all week, and I was just shocked because usually by like day 3 he's like, why are we still going for so long? But he has just been like, yeah, let's go, and he's been coming home and been being really hyper and like being not like super hyper but like cute. And last night after we spent like all day working and he's with me, and then he got to see like my mom's dogs and everything, he was sleeping next to me on the couch and he was kind of dreaming, and Jeff kind of started like like howling, and he started going louder and louder, and Ledge was not waking up and he was just dreaming and like running in the dream like he was dreaming it. He was so tired. And then this morning I took this picture because he is over hike-a-thon and I was gonna actually leave him today. I started getting ready to go and he went and then he did this by the front door like, absolutely not, you're not leaving me. And he doesn't do that normally. Like when I'm getting ready to go somewhere, he'll just go and sleep in his crate in our room or like hang out on the bed. He knows I'm leaving and he's just gonna go chill, but this time like he could tell I was like gonna go hiking without him. So I took him today. I may not take him tomorrow though because he is pretty exhausted. We went to this kind of like bird sanctuary trail and I wanted to go tomorrow because tomorrow's Instagram challenge is bird on the cover, and I thought we could make it like a whole bird day, but I needed to go take a picture of my bird book and make a reel. Got my picture, you'll see why I wanted to do it there tomorrow, and then I did a reel where I showed like 5 recommendations with birds on the cover. And while I was doing that, I listened to The Lake House by Sarah Beth Durst. I am halfway into this. This is so good. It's such a good hike-a-thon read. I'm continuing with the Goodreads. I'm so excited. We're following Claire, and she has grown up cycling through every worst case scenario possible, triple checking locks, counting her steps, second guessing every decision. civilization. It's just how she's wired. Worst case scenarios never come true. Until she arrives at the off-grid summer camp her parents sent her to, only to find a blackened burn husk where a lodge should be and no survivors. Claire and the other two late arrivals, Riva and Marina, are the only ones left with no cell phone service, no electricity, no shelter, and no way back to civilization. Then it becomes very clear none of this is an accident, something that hides in the shadows, something that refuses to let them leave. So they're going to this summer camp and they basically kind of have to arrive there by boat. They get dropped off at the dock and then they have to hike for like a mile or so to get in. By the time they get there and see everything is burned down, they run back, but the guy in the boat is gone and he's not going to come back for several weeks. And so they're basically trying to survive in the woods in the nature area that's far out of civilization. But there's also like a sinister possible murderer on the loose. It is fabulous. It's so good. Claire is very much like a kind of negative Nancy worst case scenario worrywart. She has a little bit of a secret. I don't know if it's just that she's kind of got like an OCD personality or if there's something from her past that we're having to uncover. And then I like the other two girls. One of them was like this was going to be her first time at camp and she's not like really outdoorsy. It's high suspense. It's really fun. It's young adult. I read one other book from Sarah Beth Durst and I love it and I'm really excited for her new release coming out in July called Spell Shop. It's supposed to be like a cozy witchy cottagecore fantasy. So good. So I don't think I'm going to get this done today because I need to also listen to some more of this one as well. So these are my two priorities for right now. I also went to World Market and that was the first clip that you saw because they had like some national park stuff that I wanted to kind of get on film. You can find it online as well as sometimes on Amazon, but they had like water bottles and postcards and I just thought they were kind of neat. I also went to the library bookstore. I didn't film that. I got some good books for $1 at this one bookstore that I love. So I got Rogue Wave. This is going to be for the Mermaid Marathon giveaway, which is my next readathon. The announcement will be up about a week after this readathon ends because I moved it. It's going to be a little bit later. I don't think we're going to start it until July, so just a little heads up. This is part of a Fabulous Mermaid series. I got a hardcover copy of Serafina. This is a dragon fantasy novel that's really well beloved and it's kind of harder to find the hardbacks, so excited to have this one. I got another copy of One by One by Ruth Ware. I read this earlier this year and I loved it. It's a survival thriller set in the French Alps at a ski lodge and then there's like an avalanche and this whole crew of like app designers have to survive in this like shut down ski lodge winter situation. So I think I'm gonna add this to the HIKEATHON giveaway because we're doing 2 this round and I don't have a ton of books left for people to choose from. And then lastly, I found a copy of The Nature of Witches. I almost read this for the readathon. This is by Rachel Griffin. I also have her other book, Wild is the Witch. I was debating on reading one of them for the readathon, so I might still because I need like some kind of nature read. This is a paperback. I'll get a hardback eventually, but for now this will do. And those were all $1, so that's great. I spent the last like hour and a half editing the last 2 reading vlogs. It took me a lot longer because I had to add a lot of images because I did an end of the week 1 wrap up where I showed like all the badges that I did and all the badges that I need, and so it just takes a lot when I have to add in the images, and I did some fancier things. So normally it doesn't take me that long to edit, only 2 days, but I've been editing for so long. I'm gonna let you guys go. I need to go make dinner. I need to go check on my plants outside and just some other things for the day. So I will talk to you guys soon. Happy HIKEATHON day 10. It is 2 o'clock on Wednesday. So it finally hit me. I finally am starting to peter out a little bit. Yesterday was the longest hike that I had done, both in mileage and in hours. And I can really feel it today. Like my legs are sore, my feet are sore. Not horrible, but I haven't been feeling that way the entire time. And even though yesterday was flat the entire way, I may be sore from like Monday where we were like uphill pretty steeply. So I decided to take it fairly easy today. I spent the morning answering some emails and doing some things to catch up on work, editing the last 2 days worth of vlogs, going through and organizing some of my photos. I'm slowly going through and taking old videos and photos off my phone to make room and also just to like properly store on my computer so that I can find things when I need them. And then after I did that and ate lunch and everything, it's now 2 o'clock. Thankfully, we're still having a very cool week. It's only gonna be like 62 to 69 like today through Sunday, so I can still do these afternoon hikes, which is great. I'm still listening to Disaster Days. I have like just over an hour and a half left of this one. I'll talk about it more when I'm done. And then I haven't gotten any further in this one yet, but we're gonna try to finish both of these today, but at least this one and get a chunk of this one done. Some more cleaning and editing and things to do, but we're gonna go do our hike for the afternoon. I'm going to another new trail. It says it's like 15 minutes from my house, so that's interesting. I found this like the 10 best places to hike in my town, and 2 of them are not on like my regular like trails and don't have very much information on them. It's just on this guy's list, and he of course didn't put like how long they are or exactly where they are. So we're gonna go check one of them out. I also need to go to one of the parks near here because I want a picture of the lake house by a body of water so that I can use it for my picture tomorrow for survival read. And I don't think there's gonna be like a lake type thing at the trail we're going, but I want to check out a new one. It's also bird on the cover day on Instagram, so I have my little hummingbird hat on. I wish I could have done the bird trail today, but I needed to go early to take the photos, organizing the whole thing. Sometimes I just have to organize things certain ways. I also canceled my Disney reservation. I had a Disney reservation for tomorrow and I was gonna go by myself, go in all the nature areas and do all this stuff, and it sounded like it was gonna be a blast. But since I'm feeling kind of worn out now, I don't want to wear myself out further for the weekend because I know we might go somewhere like further away and do like an actual legitimate harder hike. And so I kind of want to take it a little bit easy the next couple of days. Not that Disney would have like a hard hike or anything, but you do a ton of walking. It's an hour away. There's a lot of parking and stuff. So I think I'm skipping it this time and we're just going to be kind of chill for the next like 2 or 3 days. Still do all the hikes and the reading and all that stuff, but get some cleaning and editing and at-home things done. So I'm bringing these on audio with me. I'm bringing this one to take a picture of, and we're going to go check out this new trail. So let's go. My catch-up day was not so productive. I again had to edit my vlog for longer than I was planning on because there was like a clip that wasn't working and I had to re-edit it. I found this blog last night that was like the best hikes in Oceanside, and I had done almost all of them, of course, and there were 2 that I hadn't done and that were kind of weird, like I said, that I didn't have any other information about. So we went to one of them today. It was not a hike. It was basically just like in the middle of a neighborhood. There was like a trail up a hill, which sometimes is great, that just led to a park. And the park was cool, but there wasn't like a real trail. So I just walked around the neighborhood with ledge today, so not the best for filming, but we did like 1.5 miles and it was easy. That was good. And then we went and checked out the other one, but it was kind of hard to get to without parking further away, and we were a little too worn out to do that, so we didn't do that. But Jeff and I did go on another little short walk tonight around this park by our house so that we could take a picture of the lake house for tomorrow. So I think I still got 2 miles in today, something like that. I don't really have a trail map for today. I only have an hour left after this. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight, but if not, we'll finish it tomorrow. A little bit slowed down on the reading, but I'm still enjoying everything. This one, the narrator is growing on me a little bit, and I like the story. It's like true survival. Like they're in this house and they have no parents and no connection to the outside world really, except for they can still watch like the news or hear a radio or something. So yeah, it's pretty good so far. I feel like middle graders will really enjoy this like younger survival story. And that's pretty much it for this reading vlog. So I'll have both of these books finished in the next reading vlog, which will be out here very shortly. So we're gonna wrap this one up here. Be sure and check out the other reading vlogs if you haven't watched them yet. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl, because I'm doing tons of stuff for HIKEATHON on there, and I'm always doing like a lot of bookish content. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time on The Bright Side.